Today we're going to be talking about the foundation of a Proverbs woman. You know, when it comes to a Proverbs woman, I don't think all of us are going to be able to do that. But there's just certain things that she does that, I really envy her. Every woman is different. We cannot all be Proverbs 31 women. For sure, one thing about me is I'm not a morning person. But when you look at the Proverbs 31 woman, she wakes up early in the morning. I prefer to be working at night. It's great to understand how you can become a Proverbs 31 woman in this time. Becoming a Proverbs 31 woman is something that you can ask God, to change you in a way if you feel like you're not 100% that kind of woman. It doesn't mean that you need to be that superwoman. Whatever you can do in this modern world, you can just take there and there what she did and just practice it in this modern world. If you feel like you don't have those qualities, ask God to give you those qualities. Like I'm working on that as well. When you look at a Proverbs 31 woman, she's like considered as a beautiful woman, but don't let the women in the magazines fool you, because when you look at those women in the magazines, most of them are photoshopped. Find them in the morning when they wake up, like first thing in the morning before they go and brush their teeth. They do not look like how they look in the magazines. When you look at a Proverbs 31 woman, she's beautiful and she fears God. She's also a hardworking woman as well. So what does a Proverbs 31 woman look like? We're going to discuss this. Basically, a Proverbs 31 woman is very rare to find. She's more precious than rubies themselves. This must be something interesting about her. She makes money, and money just doesn't move her. So when you find a Proverbs 31 woman, you must be a godly man yourself, because you cannot just look for that woman and you are not a godly man yourself. You must also be able to match that woman's standards. I see men all the time saying, oh, they want a Proverbs 31 woman. You must also be that kind of man that will make that woman be a Proverbs 31 woman. What she does is she seeks the kingdom of God all the time, especially when it comes to her choices. When she has to make a choice, she goes to God first before she decides on that choice that she wants to do. In Proverbs 31 verse 11, it says her husband trusts her. Her husband will trust her because she is not moved by money. Even when the husband gives her money, she knows how to use that money wisely. She spends her money wisely because you know what? She makes her own money. So there's no point in taking whatever that the husband gives her and keeping it for her own. If the husband gives her money, she doubles that money. She's a very wise woman. I guess that's why the husband trusts her. Some men these days, they don't disclose how much they get paid to their wives, because most of the time, their wives are just getting. They are just not bringing anything on the table. Maybe the reason why the husband trusts her as well with the money is because whenever she gets money from the husband, she spends it wisely. Sometimes we look at other women in marriage, they've got their own little separate account of their own money. And when there's crisis in the home, they won't lift a finger. They won't help because they think, no, it's the husband's duties to do that. When you are married, it's a partnership. You also need to help him with whatever things that needs to be paid in the house. If you're going to let him do everything, he'll finally get exhausted. One thing about this woman, she's very industrious. She knows how to manage her business, and she also knows how to manage her own home as well. She doesn't paint her husband bad. She makes the money. If the husband doesn't make enough money that she makes, she won't paint her husband bad. Because her husband is a priority, she won't neglect her husband as well, because she knows that the husband is the head of the home. Even though she also works hard for her own money, she knows at the end of the day that her husband is the head of the home. In Proverbs 31 verse 12, it talks about that she does not do evil to her husband, but always do good. She will always honor him and respect him, and also encourage the husband that everything will work out okay. She's just that kind of woman that doesn't complain even when the husband is not doing well. She will always encourage him. She doesn't give him that reason to make him feel threatened, even though she's doing very well. You know, sometimes women will go as far as telling their husband how stupid they are. They're not doing very well. Look at the next door neighbor is doing better than them. She doesn't do that. She's just the kind of woman who just does whatever that she needs to do and provides for the family. And even when she does provide for the family, she doesn't go and tell the whole world that she's the provider in the home if she's the provider. So sometimes, ladies, even if you are the provider, don't go and tell the next door neighbors that you are the provider of the home. You see that she's very energetic and she's hardworking. I don't know how she manages because she works long hours and she comes home and still does her home duties. Her schedule is always on point. Even when she's attending to her home, she's got maids, like she's got people that are helping her. She prefers to do some of the things her own. Like when she comes to cooking, she prepares her own meals. She doesn't let the maid prepare the meals for her husband and her children. This is a type of woman that just doesn't sit all day at home watching TV or maybe on social media wearing that gown the whole day. She's on point. She's got a schedule what she does when she's at home. When you look at Proverbs 31 verse 13, I see her maybe running multiple streams of income. Maybe she's got a boutique as well that she has because she loves clothes. She takes pleasure in working with her own hands. You know, careers these days have changed. They've changed so much that women do not like working with their own hands these days. They want to be in the office, they want to be in the corporate world. Her inner beauty just comes from the Lord. Wow. I feel like she's just this amazing woman. And yeah, you can take a few things and learn from her. I don't think you can do everything that she does, but you can learn a few things in this modern world because you can be at home, sitting at home, but still working at home. These days, there's so many things that you can do. There's so many multiple streams of income that you can do. You don't have to wake up early in the morning, like 4 o'clock, and go to work. These days, you can wake up early in the morning and do your work at home. I'd rather be the Proverbs 31 woman in the modern world. We look at her buying important goods. She orders goods from abroad. She orders goods, imported goods to sell. That's why she dresses up very well as well. Maybe she buys imported goods to fill up her boutique as well. I also see her also trying to go on the internet, just trying to find some nice recipes to cook for her family because you can see that she loves cooking as well. Remember, I told you that she's got a lot of maids, but she also loves cooking. So she doesn't let the maid cook. She cooks for herself. She cooks for her husband and for her children as well. Even the husband would also prefer to eat at home rather than eating outside because she cooks very nice food. Maybe she tries out different recipes from the internet as well. Her meals are always prepared with love. Even the children love her cooking. One thing about her, since she's an early riser, she makes sure that breakfast is prepared. And since she knows that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so what she does is she wakes up and she prepares breakfast for her husband and the children, then she goes to her work. But if you are working from home, you can wake up. You don't have to wake up that early. You wake up just in time to prepare breakfast for your husband and the children. Your family has to be a priority. Her family is a priority as well. She doesn't wait for the maid to prepare breakfast. She loves to see the joy of seeing her family enjoying eating what she's prepared. And she also helps the poor and the needy. Maybe I should think that she probably has got a charity, that organization that she supports. We don't know, but she donates her time. It cannot only be money that you can donate. You can just donate your time. Go to an organization that you can find whereby you just donate your time. She will even donate clothes, like the clothes that she doesn't use anymore. She would donate them to the needy. I see a lot of people keeping clothes in their closets. They just love seeing the clothes there. Not that they no longer need them, just because they love seeing them there. Sometimes it's nice to donate those things to the people that need them, because to them, these clothes are new. To you, it can be old. Even when you have to donate money, you need to pray about it. So if you want to be a Proverbs 31 woman in the modern world, you just have to learn from her. Thank you for watching. If this is content that you like, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you on the next video. And don't forget, be a modern Proverbs 31 woman.